Good evening, Valley parents. I'm Aaron Harris for VMS TV. You are watching a special edition of our broadcast. In a few moments, I will send it over to Principal Ms. Johnston and Assistant Principal Ms. Stites to talk about the upcoming school year and why Valley is definitely the place to be. And now I will send it over to them. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Aaron, and thank you to our broadcasting class, as well as Mr. Doug Green, our teacher who leads this amazing program at Valley. And I can't agree more that Valley is the place to be. I'm very excited to be here and welcome families of Valley returning and those of you who are new, like myself, Nicole Johnston, Principal. Along with me this evening, I have
Julie Stites, Assistant Principal.
And we wanted to invite you to this evening to experience what it's like for your students each day as they go through their classes. And wanted to talk to you a little bit about the features and availability of staff to stay connected as a parent. Oftentimes in middle school, we feel like that's our time to back off as parents and not be as involved, but actually it's a time where we want to stay more connected than ever. Some of the ways to do that is to know who's who on campus. And so we have several support staff in the office that can help you. Mrs. Schroe, our counselor, Mrs. Black, our front desk support, Ms. Flanagan, our attendance clerk, Mrs. Padilla, the assistant to administration, Mrs. Wong, our guidance tech, Mrs. Lane, our health tech, and Mrs. Knowles, our finance clerk. Obviously, you might not remember those names, but come in anytime, ask questions, and we will get you the support that you need. In addition to knowing who's who, we want to share some ways that you can stay connected to Valley. There's many ways in which you can stay connected. Through our website, through School Loop. School Loop will give you information about attendance, grades, email, teacher websites, and any other important information related to your child's day. In addition to that, we have our school website that also we keep up to date with news, so check that periodically throughout your day. In addition, we have email blasts that go out when we want to announce certain special events, just like you received for Back to School Night happening tonight. In addition to that, we would like to please ask for your participation in our PTA. Amanda Brandon is our PTA president, and we thank her for taking on that role. Unfortunately, she was not able to record with us. But we need some help. We need some volunteers. We need some funding support to really keep these extra programs that are available to kiddos here at Valley. And we have positions open on the board that we need to fill. So please come and see someone at the PTA table tonight. Also, you can email Mrs. Stites or I or a classroom teacher if you're interested in getting involved, because we really need your support. Lastly, around connectedness, we want to share what we're excited and proud of, and that is our village system. So in our villages, if you've been here before, you're familiar, but the teachers share a common group of students. The intention behind the villages is really for students to be more connected, have coordination of their schedules, as well as testing and quizzes and assignments. And it also helps with communication for you as a parent to know what's going on with your children. We do have what we call village lead teachers who act as the one communication person should you have information to share or need some more specific information, and they can disseminate that for you. So we're very excited about our village system and how it supports students at Valley. And now I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Stites.
Some other exciting things about Valley. On Tuesdays, we celebrate university-going culture by wearing our university gear. We encourage all students to wear university t-shirts or sweatshirts in support of any college or university in the world. In addition, on Fridays, we dress up in Valley gear, showing our Viking spirit. A lot of times, ASB has special events on Fridays and plays music, and it's a really great time to be had by all. We also all follow the 4 non-negotiables, which are respect, responsibility, being ready to learn, and safe environment. So if you can encourage those things with your Vikings at home, that's what we encourage here at school. We're doing something different in addition to this broadcast. We're doing something different this year in fundraising. So we're not going to have a magazine food drive this year. We're going to be asking for your direct donations and direct funding for $100 per student. Now, what this funding goes to pay for is to help offset activities like 8th grade promotion, the 6th grade camp, 7th grade field trips, 8th grade university field trips, enrichment activities in the arts in our elective programs, additional technologies for classrooms. And what we're really excited about also this year is making sure that we have more flexible seating arrangements in our classrooms to help support our growing project-based learning culture. These funds are separate from PTA, but we're asking that your generous donation of $100 per student would help make these things happen here at our site. Finally, I'd like to introduce Patty Johnson. Patty Johnson's going to be here speaking about our after-school program, SOAR, from the Carlsbad Education Foundation. Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Mrs. Stites. I appreciate being here tonight to join you for your back-to-school night. I'm the Director of Development for the Carlsbad Educational Foundation, and for those of you who don't know who we are a nonprofit here in Carlsbad that raises private support for the schools here. And as Mrs. Stites mentioned, one of the programs that we're funding is the SOAR After School program, which is a leadership program for your students to come after school, do community service work, get their homework done, and have a place to go after school. If you'd like more information, please call us at the Carlsbad Educational Foundation at 929-1555, and of course that's area code 760. I also want to let you know that on each of your students' desks you're going to find this brochure called Join Us, and inside it talks about all of the different programs that we're funding here at Valley Middle School. Things like science lab consumables, Science Olympiad, among many, many others. So music, science, and innovation are the three areas that the Carlsbad Educational Foundation focuses on, and we are looking forward to working collaboratively with your PTA. And again, thank you so much for having me this evening. And back to you, Mrs. Johnston.
Thank you, Patty Johnson, for coming and being available. And thank you to our families and our staff for being here this evening to share what makes Valley wonderful. And hopefully you have a glimpse into the world of your child each day. Have a good evening.